Hello students, today I will explain you SOP number 4 that is based on JavaScript. We have performed first 3 practicals based on advanced web designing based on plain HTML. Now we have to perform practicals on JavaScript, that is SOP number 4. I have explained you in today's online lecture this coding. So what you have to create here, on the web page 2 buttons should be there, and on mouse over event of the mouse means when you will take cursor on the button, that time F1 function should be called, or you can say we have to change background color of the document whenever you will just move the mouse on the button. So on mouse over event, and you need second button, but on click event, when you will click on that button, that time one message function we have created, that message function should be called, and in that message function actually we have written the coding just to display message in the status bar of the web browser. So with input tag we have inserted one button, value means what text you want on the button, and on mouse over event you need to call one function, and this coding is in the body tag you can see, but in the script tag you have to write the logic behind this coding, that is this execution, that is JavaScript language we are using as a scripting language. So let us see the coding line by line. So in HTML, same way you have to write here HTML head title, so it will be in the title bar of the web browser, end of head, end of body. H1 heading should be in the center, so align attribute you have to use, align is equal to center, and heading will be displayed with heading level H1. It is the largest heading level. Then input in center you have taken 2 buttons. So on the first button text is there, change colors, and when you will move mouse on the first button, that time function F1 will be called, and in function F1 we have written the coding to change the background colors. So 7 distinct and colors should be just changing, background colors should be changing, and that color is not 1 or 2, you have to display 7 colors, background colors. So function F1 here document.bg color. So here bg color is the property of document object, so document.bg color is equal to violet. Then window.set timeout. So set timeout is the method of window object where you can keep some time interval, that time interval is in milliseconds, and after 1500 millisecond we need to call function F2. So this is function definition. So after function 1 we have called F2 function, in that bg color is indigo. Then window.set timeout function F3, in F2 we have called F3 after 1500 milliseconds interval. Same way 7 colors you can write. So in function F1 violet color, in F2 indigo, in F3 blue, then in F4 green. So document.bg color, bg color is the property of document object, and set timeout is the method. Why it is a method, you can see round brackets we write only for method. So it is a function of window object, so access it with the keyword window and dot operator, and bg color is the property of document object, so access it with document keyword and dot operator. Same way you have to call next function in every previous function. So in F4 I have called F5, in F5 I have called F6, in F7 I have called again F1. So in loop it will be continuously changing background colors. 7 colors we have defined here for every function. So interval you can change here, it is in millisecond. So it all about when you will move mouse on the button. But you want second button also with click event. So on click is the event for second button. We have defined here on click event MSG function should be called, and in MSG function we have written window.status. Status is the property of window object. So window.status is equal to, in double quotes you have to write display of 7 different colors. It will be there in the status bar. This message will be there in the status bar. So let us execute this. It is all of you know how to save. It is already saved, so I will show you how to save. In save as option you have to write here name and here .html extension, any file name you can give. I have given here SOP4, then .html and save. It is already existing. Now let us see. Allow block contents. When you will move mouse over this button, colors are changing, and when you will click on message display this button, here in the status bar display of 7 different colors, this message is displayed.